Sigma Programming. Welcome back. Let's talk about pressure. It's said that pressure busts pipes. Pressure does what its root word says. It presses. Pressure comes in a variety of forms: compression, repression, suppression, oppression, and depression. Pressure has one weapon and one weapon only, and that weapon is time. Yes, time. Time is a weapon. Pressure weaponizes your time. You can see it in life, how pressure works hand in hand with a deadline. Yes, hiding behind punctuality is the alluding to death. That's why it's called a deadline. And when you get more time, you get what is called a lifeline. So a lifeline versus a deadline. And all of this falls under the iron grip of pressure. Whenever pressure presents itself, and it almost doesn't matter what stage of life you are in, the pressure will be there. So, how do you handle pressure? How do you tackle this full court press, man-on-man defense? You handle and tackle pressure by managing your time. And I know it's cliche to say this, but I'm going to say it anyway because it's so germane to the topic. But seconds count. And it takes a special form of stewardship to look at time as a series of seconds. This is the first magnitude of time. The second magnitude is minutes, the third magnitude is hours, and so on and so forth. But seconds have more to do with the mind, because being aware of seconds is what allows you to meditate and assess situations clearly. Seconds are so valuable, that to waste any of them could cost you all the time you have left. For example, it only takes a few seconds to commit a crime that results in a life sentence. So yes, to conquer pressure, you have to be a god over your time. Time requires a certain amount of sensitivity, whereas if you rush, it costs you more time to correct mistakes. And if you procrastinate, it costs you more time to cover the ground of playing catch up. If there were no time, there would be no pressure. A life without pressure would probably involve a 14-digit bank account. You have to be a trillionaire, period. Billionaires are very close to a pressure-free life because of their leverage and the ability to delegate power and responsibility to someone else, but a trillionaire lives in sort of a timeless space, an untouchable realm. And to add a metaphysical aspect to this subject of pressure, in parallel universe theory, there is a universe in which you are a trillionaire. You can tap into this version of yourself by simply having a persistent imagination. And while it may not make you a trillionaire in this present universe right here, it will eventually enrich you to the point where you feel like you have all the money in the world and all the time in the world. So two things are the result of a pressure-free life: financial freedom and time freedom. You need both in order to have a virtually pressure-free life. Virtually. Some people have all the money, but no time to enjoy it, while others are broke with all the time in the world. I've been in both states a couple of times, but I never had both time freedom and financial freedom. Not necessarily, not to the highest degree. Nope, I've never really had both. So this wisdom is beyond me, because my discipline still falls laughably short of the totally free marker. Which means what? That I still have pressure. So manage your time and manage your money and watch pressure fade into the background more and more until one day you have a system in place that maintains your liberation while you yourself enjoy the liberty. Knowing and using this information will make a diamond out of you. And this diamond beckons to leave you with two solid, life-affirming, goal-achieving words. And the two words I'll leave you with are no pressure. So I thank you all again for tuning in to Signal Programming, where I'm your host, and I sign off with, my name is Torian, and I strive toward a pressure-free life, inviting you to do the same. One.